We protected freedom of speech in many countries in the world, including in Asia, in Eastern Europe, in the Middle East. We're not going to start engaging in censorship in Europe, no matter who is asking us. And I was very clear to the guy who was the head of French intelligence. I said, if you think that because I'm stuck here, you can tell me what to do, you're very wrong. I would rather do the opposite every time. And in a way, that's what I did. I had a small debate with him about the morality of this whole thing. And then at a certain point, just disclose the content of this entire conversation, because I never signed an NDA. I don't ever sign NDAs with any people like that. I want to be able to tell the world what's going on. And that's quite shocking to me, that you would have people in the French government trying to get advantage of this situation. Of course, if they had nothing to do with the start of this investigation itself, and use it to reach their political or geopolitical goals. I consider it an attempt to humiliate myself personally and millions of Telegram users collectively. And it's quite strange that the same agency asked us to do certain things in Moldova as well. So even before that, I think it was October last year or September, I was arrested in Paris in late August. And then again approached through an intermediary and asked, would you mind taking down some channels in Moldova because there is an election going on and we're afraid there's going to be some interference with these elections. Could you please connect with representatives of the government of Moldova and take care of it? We said, we're happy to take a look at it and see if there is content there that is in violation of our rules. And they sent us a list of channels and bots. Some of them were, so it was a very short list, and some of these channels and bots were in violation indeed of our rules, and we took them down, only a few of them. The rest were okay. Then they said thank you and sent us another list of dozens of channels, many channels. We looked at these channels, we realized that there is no solid foundation to justify banning them, and we refused to do that. But interestingly enough, the French intelligence services that were asking us to do this in Moldova let me know through their contact that after Telegram banned the few channels that were in violation of our rules in Moldova, they talked to my judge, the investigative judge in this investigation that has been started against me, and told the judge good things about me, which I found very confusing and in a way shocking, because these two matters have nothing in common. Why would anyone talk to an investigative judge that is trying to find out whether Telegram did a good enough job in removing illegal content in France? What does Moldova have to do with it? I got very suspicious at that moment. Remember, it happened after we blocked a few channels that violated our rules, but before we refused to block a long list of other channels that were completely fine, with just people expressing political views, which I may not agree with, but it's their right to express them. Not extreme views, not views that call to violence. That was extremely alarming. That was a moment when I told myself that there may be more going on here than I initially thought. Initially, I thought, yeah, some people are confused about how technology works. And here, after this case in Moldova, I get much more suspicious. So by the time the head of intelligence services met me to ask about Romania, to help them silencing conservative voices in Romania, I was already wary of what can be going on next.